Hi Libra, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. This is your love reading starting today on the very, very special full moon. I just completed a full moon video a bit late here in Sweden because we're towards the end of the day. And we'll post that later if you want to check it out, Libra. And it's no coincidence that I had a weekend in between and that I only got to do your reading today when it's a full moon. So something very special about that. So your love reading starts off with this mystical wisdom deck where I just get an overall picture of what's going on with you. And then we're getting over to the usual decks to see what's going on here. For your love story, Libra. So guides and swords, what do we have for Libra? We have money. It could be money for some of you. It definitely could be money. But when this card's out during a love reading, it's more focuses on the energy. Like money is all about the energy. And underneath the money, maybe you didn't see that. It says find a way to abundance. So this is more about you feeling abundant. You feel like there's a lot of energy in your life. And when there is a lot of energy in your life, when you feel very energized and charismatic and magnetic, that's when you really are attracting things to you. And I am very drawn to the bottom here. As you can see, there's a lovers. I don't think that those are brothers and sisters. This is very much a couple that are meeting up like on the other side of the river. I never saw. This is so interesting. What is that? Is that a whole? I mean, there's so many things to pick up in this card because it's so detailed and there's just more and more and more things to see. And obviously the unseen is also here, if that makes any sense of what I just said. We have a moon there in the back. We have two wolves, if that makes any sense to anybody. We have an owl. We have a trumpet. That's actually not a trumpet. What is that called? Trombone. No, it's not trombone. I don't know the English word for that. A lot of butterflies, which is all about transformation, big transformation. And then here today, I all of a sudden see this. It's like, it looks like, you know, a peacock feather. And if you've seen me before, you know that peacocks and unicorns are my indicator of a soulmate connection being close or being in the essence around you, or that you just met this unicorn, this soulmate. And today it's like those, it's those thinner, it's like the thinner feather of the peacock. And I also pick up like in Swedish, so that, I don't know if that translates directly into English, but in Swedish we have påfågelöga, which is a butterfly. It's a butterfly that is called peacock eye. And I don't know if you guys that speaks English has a butterfly that is called peacock eye, but it looks like it looks like it's a peacock eye on the top of the wings of them. No, on the side. So this feather and this peacock being picked up here right next to this couple could be talking about a soulmate connection happening here. So that's really beautiful. So let's see what else is coming in here for you, for your love story. And I've asked for the, pretty much it's going to be exactly the same date as it is for the full moon reading. So it's toward the end of the November and it's towards the end of the December that the time frame is set. Why that's for the full moon is because we have the full moon on the 30th and then we have the next full moon on the 30th of December. So let's see here what's going on for you. Looks like there's a tiny bit of a delay. I hope it doesn't disturb you too much. Okay, so basis for Libra. Your love story, please. And if you're interested in what decks I'm using, I'm listing them below in the description. There you go. Love for Libra. So this is very beautiful because we have first an 8 coming out, and then we have 2 number 4 combined coming out. So if you add those up, it's another 8. So it's like, yeah, okay, so one card at the time. We also have the infinity there. Wow. So super strong energy, very powerful, very energetic, like we already had here. The money card speaks about a lot of energy. And dedicated effort is what this card is being called. And with this card, what I'm seeing with this is like you are painting, like this is you have done this major painting on the wall there. And for me, what this is telling me is that you built yourself up through creation, through creativity, through creative ideas, creative thoughts. It's like we're standing on this, whatever that is called, this built, this thingy. You're standing on it and you're painting, you're being creative. And it's like the more you create and the more you use your talents and skills and creativity, the further up energetically you get and the more magnetic you get, and therefore you attract what you want. And it's almost like you want to surround yourself with, like you would buy a painting with a couple that's very much in love, or you would buy I don't really know what else you would, but just have images, maybe like a vision board or something around you that sort of portrays the lovers. It portrays the couple that are very much in sync with each other, very trusting of each other. They can really, really rest with each other. And it's so interesting because then I'm drawn here and I was like, what is that? And to me, it looks like a propeller, or just a lot of propellers, loose propellers. So something propelling you, like just you laying down the foundation, you focusing in on really, truly what you want. And you seem to raise your vibration the most, the quickest. I mean, people can go to sleep. They can go out for a walk in nature. They can go meditate. They can play music. And that can also be true for you. But it seems like when you're using your creative talents, that's the quickest you get into your balance with yourself. And the quicker you get into balance with yourself, the quicker you attract what it is that you want to attract. And so you've been propelled into this very beautiful place where you will attract whatever it is that you want. And for some of you guys, you literally are painting, having a painting around you that shows these lovers, or you're imagining the couple, like you're visualizing it, you're thinking about it, like you go to bed and imagine that there's a person laying next to you, laying next to you. So this dedicated effort, I feel like that is for you to raise your vibration. That's for you to stay focused on truly what you want. And you're doing a really good job. We have a red border that speaks about laying a new foundation for yourself in terms of love relationships. And then the number 8 there, endless possibilities, infinity sign. It goes on and on. Whatever you send out is now coming back. So good karma returns, strong manifesting number, which means so above, so below, so in heaven, so on earth. Whatever you have imagined, you're now pulling into your life. So absolutely beautiful. Ow. Mickey Mouse is he's a bit shiny, but he was a bit sharp. Shiny but sharp. Is that you right now, Libra? And then we have opportunity beckons and just breathe. And here we have, again, like I said, if we combine those two, they came out together. We have 2 number 4s, which again talks about laying in a foundation. It's a heart matter. And if you combine them, we have the number 8 there again. And even if we wouldn't, the infinity sign comes out here. So strong 8. You might be seeing those like 4-4, 4-4-4. You might see 8-8, 8-8-8, and so forth. Like a lot of number sequences, which is talking about alignment for you. It's talking about guidance for you to really pay attention when you see those. What did you just think about when you saw those? And the 8 there are just talking about how much power and strength you have right now, and how much you can, like, what a magnet you are right now to attract in exactly what it is that you want. So it's looking really good for you. And since it is about love relationships, there's somebody that you're drawing into your life. There is a full moon there. So this would be like today, starting today, or leading up to the next full moon, that there is a strong chance that you are actually attracting in this person. We have a lot of stars around you. Could be an Aquarius placement somewhere. Could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. Could be an Aquarius that is here cross-watching your Libra. But other than that, it's just really talking about wish fulfillments. How you really are attracting in exactly what you want right now. Why? Because you are in that energy state. It's not just cause or just happen or the time was right. You know, the time is never right if you're out of alignment, and the time is always right if you're in alignment, if you're in balance. Okay, we have a green border also, so it speaks about a lot of healing taking place, a healed heart going on there. And then we have just breathe, number 4 again. So it's a heart matter. We're laying a new foundation, and this breathe card is just to tune into your higher self, to tune into your inner being. And once you do that, everything is a done deal. Everything is done and done. It's when you focus on your inner being, your higher self, source, God, whatever you want to call it, and you make that connection, that's when you attain balance, the type of balance you need in order to unlock everything that you have asked for. And you're doing that through relaxing, breathing, meditation, perhaps, using your creative talents for sure. And we have endless possibilities. And you're dressed in yellow there. They are highlighting the yellow. So that's very much the solar plexus, which is the main center for attracting what you want, the solar plexus. It also talks about worthiness and feeling like the self-confidence is in the right place for you to attract exactly what it is that you want. So it's a very beautiful start here. So we're going to clarify these cards and go deeper and see exactly what it is that's going on. So clarify this dedicated effort first, please. Three of spring. 3 is all about joy and creativity, fun. We really have turned into this most gorgeous butterfly / dragonfly here. So I'm just going to read out. Plan your next steps with an eye for the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So, and then I see like this cherry blossom, could also be like the magnolias that I see over and over again, which speaks about a lot of a lot of magic going on right now. Like, you couldn't be more purple if you tried. This is so much talking about your spiritual growth and how far you come, Libra. And then we have this dragonfly / butterfly in the back there, which feels so similar. And so this is me picking up how they are coming around the bend. Like, this is the person that you're now attracting in. And it's so beautiful how we just talked about the more energetic you become, the more imbalanced you are, the more you tune in with your inner being, then that's what you're going to start to attract. If you have a lot of energy, you're going to start to attract somebody that really fits you well. And it's so nice when it's being portrayed, like the story continues and just helps me continue to tell the story. It's like when you've been given a message and you say the message and then you draw a card and the card just reinforces the message that you just said, but it's also coloring a bit what you just said. And then you spin off of the card. And so it's like a beautiful cycle that just keeps giving. It's almost like I'm comparing it to if you've eaten food sometimes that are specifically matched up with wine. And maybe there's a reason why I say this story right now, because normally I would never think of telling you a story like this in the middle of the reading. But it's like when you eat food and then you have, this was so many years ago for me, but I not, this was so many years ago. I wish I could, that's not it. It's just that I don't drink too much alcohol these days. If any. But it's like when you eat something and then you get the matched wine to it and you just sip the wine, it's like, what is going on here? Like the food just got prolonged in your mouth due to the wine. And then after that sip of wine, like you go for another taste for the food, it's like, oh my God, it's just a continuation of the wine. It fits so perfectly. And okay, thank you. Now I understand why I use that analogy, both to give you the feeling it feels when you're given the answers for you, and that it gets prolonged with the cards, and then the card keeps giving, and I just get more information. And so this is your relationship being described. This is your relationship. It couldn't be described in any more beautiful fashion, because it just talks about how it keeps giving. You're going to do something, they're going to react to that, and their reaction is going to help you react to that. And it's like an ongoing beautiful reaction to one another, and it just keeps giving. And it's just so beautiful how they're portraying this, how you're so in your element, you're so this beautiful butterfly yourself, and you're going to attract the exact same thing. And they're coming just around the bend here. And this is for the long term. They just, said so in the card that this is for the long term. So this is a clarifier for this card. And so it really is laying a foundation with a 3 in a red border there, 8 in the red border. And how we are you're building this relationship. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so spiritual based. It's like the connection is so spiritually based, because you're both so purple, which for me is the color of the spirit. I didn't even ask, but and then we have 3 again, but it's 3 of summer and then King of Summer. So this is absolutely gorgeous. We're clarifying the opportunity beckons and just breathe. And so both of them are having blue borders. So we're talking about authenticity, realness, the truest version of you, throat chakra, speak your truth. King of Summer, honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. I don't know what's up with me turning the words around. I said something in the beginning as well, but warm-hearted? I don't know. Warm-hearted. I see a fish there, so somebody might be dealing with a Pisces, Libra. But yeah, I think that this is your person. And we're going to read out on the bottom, if he wants to focus. It just did. There you go. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So this could be that you're meeting this person through your work situation, through any type of, like on the side, like a hobby situation. But wherever you meet this person, it's all about trusting your heart. You can really fully trust your intuition on this one. If it feels good, if it feels really matched, this is your person. And then there's something about how this is very wavy. Here in the beginning is very wavy, and then it goes straight. So it's like two things coming with that. First, it feels a bit unsettling. It feels... So meeting this person might not be a altogether simple start. It might be a bit up and down. It might be a bit back and forth. It might even be a bit of a roller coaster feeling that for some of you, it could just be that you're so freaking eager to meet this person that you're actually drawing them in before the timing is really there. And that's when it sort of gets a bit tough. If they're not fully out of another relationship or whatever the situation is, there's always timing. And Libra, it's something about you were a bit too quick to attract this person. Like you couldn't hold your horse another week So they would have sorted out certain things. And so it can, at the very beginning, feel a bit not super set, like not, okay, this is it, this is how it's going to be, this is how the future is going to look. It's a bit up in the air is what I feel. But eventually it's going to straighten out. Eventually we're going from this waviness, and it's going to straighten out. So you will get your answers, and you will find like inner peace with this. And then it was another message. What was that? All right, thank you. So it's due to this. It's like you're preparing yourself, and you're manifesting it. You really are manifesting this relationship. You're doing a really good job at doing that. And at first, this is very much the non-physical. It's like the waviness, the waves, the literal waves are in the works at first, and then it's like, and then it straightens out, which means then it manifests. So it's just talking about this manifesting journey, how you go from somewhat non-physical, just a dream, just a wish of this relationship, and how we're now coming into fruition, and you're holding both. So you will feel like you have asked for it longer than it has been here. Like it has taken you a while to manifest this relationship, okay? But it's on its way in. A romantic partner you can trust. That's so beautiful. And then 3 of Summer, creativity, passion, fun. 3 women are having a blast in the water here. Water, again, could talk about a lot of emotions or money. So there could be a windfall of money coming in for some of you guys. I understand that's not what it is, but that's what I'm being inspired to see today. So I'm seeing headphones. I have almost like this exact same ones. It's not headphones, but that's what they look to me today. This looks like headphones for me. So maybe somebody's like sitting with their headphones on when that's such a, maybe somebody is sitting with their headphones on when they're listening to this message. Yeah, that could be every other person. So it's not, oh, then you're talking to me. There's something around, there's something specific around these headphones. Maybe you looked for 1,000 years before you found them, before you listened to this reading. Or maybe you decided like you were going to take these iPhone-y ones, but iPhone ones and use them, and then you decided to go for these bigger ones that, you know, sits around the ear, outside of the ear. Or you just bought a pair of these, or you just looked at them the minute you sat down, or they're laying right next to you, or whatever. This is not like if you use headphones when you're listening to this message. Such a unique, like, that's just saying, if you got dressed today, this is your message. It's more like you will know if this is you and the headphones. You will know. Maybe you never take them off. Maybe people around you go like, I don't even know how you look anymore without your headphones on. These are 3 people having, like I said, having a blast. They're having so much fun playing in the water. There's so much to celebrate, so much to dance to, so much to party to. There's celebration going on here. And there, I see all the red flowers there to the left. And then that's almost like a peacock. It's not, it's flowers. But it's almost like it's a peacock, like we would have the bird in front of it, and the peacock has sort of taken out all their feathers. Do you see that here? That, if I point to the right place, that whole thing. So I think both you're on your way to really become peacock material yourself. Like you are what you attract, and you're becoming this very most, can you say that? Beautiful soulmate yourself. And so drawing in this other person to you is going to look so beautiful. But also it's an indicator that you really are thinking about this person. You have this person on your mind a lot. And underneath it says news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. So yeah, it just looks like be creative, have fun, dance, paint, sculpt, sing, do whatever you can do. Use your creative sides until you meet this person, because that is the very thing that's going to draw them in. Gorgeous. Okay, what else do we want to tell Libra around their love story, please? Okay, I'm being given that this is going to be the final advice here, and then I'm going to move into the extended. So if you feel like this is your story, you're probably going to benefit from the extended reading as well. Go deeper there and see exactly what we can find. Wow. So we have healing begins, and a number 6, and the 6 is all about love, and it's all about, again, the connection in with your inner being, with your higher self. And this is you sort of, I get the veil is being lifted, the wall is thinning. It grows thinner and thinner. And this is you like opening up in a different way for this type of relationship that I feel like you've ever done in the past. Your heart is literally being healed there. It's a green heart, and you're opening up the curtain. It's like the to your own show. Like, it's time to open up the curtains for your own show, and you're stepping through it, and it feels like it doesn't move fast enough. So you just hurry it up a bit. Healing begins. I also feel with this card that more healing will take place when you're with this person. When this person has come in, like you are so ready. You're so the right material, to the right energy, the right setup of vibration to attract this most beautiful person. Like we see here, it's like a complete mirror of the person that's coming around the bend there. Sort of just really matchy. So that is going on. That is happening. So you're very much like 85%, 90% ready in yourself, within yourself. But the last 10 or 15 or 20% is like, it feels like that's going to be put to rest, just going to be healed once you actually see your person. Your person is really going to help you, and you're really going to help them. That's where I get this notion again, this flow. Perhaps that's also about this, the infinity sign that just keeps giving. It just never ends. You just give. You give of yourself, and they give of themselves, and you give of yourself, and they give of themselves, and it just continues on like that. Really beautiful. So I'm gonna go into the extended. So if you feel you're drawn there, the link is in the description box down below. If not, then thank you so much for listening to this message. It was a pleasure. It sounds a little bit like Borat, but not really. I'm sorry. I hope to see you back soon. Happy full moon. Bye, guys.